Bestiality. Also known as zoophilia, bestiality has had an interesting evolution in the law. In the United States, there is technically no federal law against having sex with animals, but in several states it is considered anything between a misdemeanor and a felony. In states like Texas and Alabama, there is no clear law on bestiality. Corporal punishment. There are 19 laws in the United States that still allow public schools to hit kids. Also known as corporal punishment, spanking and hitting kids used to be accepted by many more than just these 19 states. But given that people would like to take this disciplinary act too far, laws were formed to stop the abuse. As long as you discipline within the guidelines of corporal punishment, you're not committing a crime. Flamethrowers. It's interesting to note that the United States enforces laws on drugs and guns, but flamethrowers are totally legal. These lethal weapons can create mass destruction by creating walls of fire. Perhaps it's the government's way of using natural selection to rule out the less intelligent or the weaker victims. You can buy a flamethrower today if you wanted to. Tanks. Speaking of weapons of mass destruction, if you have $40,000 in your bank account, you can buy a tank. Technically speaking, tank ownership isn't legal. The catch is that you just can't go around destroying private and public property, and of course killing and injuring people is off the table. Nudity. Being topless is legal in 33 states in the United States. However, this act comes with a catch. As long as you're not disturbing the peace or making your topless activities sexual, then it is alright. However, these restrictions can be objective, and if someone is aroused by another woman being topless, then there might be a problem. The nudity laws vary all over the world, and if you want to bear it all, just check in with that country's laws first. Flashing lights. Flashing your headlights goes back and forth between being legal and illegal. In numerous states, they have been recently outruling laws that make the practice illegal. Essentially, the act warns others when police are around, thus preventing any new tickets or pullovers to happen and costing the state money. But in 2014, a federal judge ruled the practice legal as it exercised your First Amendment rights. Aw, thanks. Cannibalism. Cannibalism is a gray area, but it is technically legal. It all comes down to the manner in which you obtain the body parts that you consume. It is illegal if you have committed a murder in order to eat your victim. But if you have a friend who died while you're stranded on a desert island, or they willingly chop off their arm for you to eat, then you have committed no crime. Radar detectors. There was a lot of controversy about a decade ago about whether or not radar detectors were legal. In many states and countries, they are. Radar detectors basically alert you if there's a cop nearby so you won't get pulled over for speeding or some other illegal activity that you might be doing. What is illegal are radar jammers, which mess with police radars. Owning one of these will land you in jail. Walking around high. While driving a motor vehicle under the influence is illegal, technically you can walk around high in public. This may come as a surprise for many people, but it does come with some side rules and tips. Basically, you want to make sure that you're not being obnoxious or disturbing the peace, which will get you arrested. So, stay quiet and don't do anything that would gather the cops' attention, and enjoy. We hope you enjoyed this new information. Here's some other videos that we think you might like, and don't forget to click subscribe. Thanks!